In today's weekly recap, we're going to talk about the best 2023-24 Prizm basketball rookies, the best Patrick Mahomes cards you could buy, upcoming Top Series 1 baseball, and more. But first, the intro. This week we published about 9 new stories, and we have some updates to some older ones, so we're going to talk through those starting here with baseball. Top Series 1 has this big neon theme, it's been the big push, and it has rookies that are Ellie De La Cruz, and there's a little bit of confusion on what's an actual rookie card at this point. But Topps did trying to at least clear up the controversy, so if you're interested to learn more, give this section a read. Most importantly, though, we identified not only all the rookie cards in 2024 Topps Series 1, but as typically we like to do, Nicole counted them down in tiers. So there are different tiers ranked on this article with different sets of different rookies. Tier 1, Ellie, Evan Carter, Jason Dominguez. Then we get down to Tier 2, where it really matters because good old Nolan Schanuel, first baseman for the Angels, is down here. Good dude, really cool guy, handsome, charming, wears nice sunglasses. Check him out. He's going to be a big one. So this ranks everybody by order. These are some of our most popular articles that we've ever read because, let's face it, there's so many rookies coming into the system, you kind of lose track of who's who. It's very hard to keep track of what rookies to chase. This article identifies those for you. And it does a very good job of, if you're opening a box of Top Series 1, it lets you know exactly what you should be looking for. Or who you should be looking for, I suppose. I try to do the same thing with Prizm and count down the top players in Prizm to invest and make some tiers. Man, this is a weak draft class, like truly. Obviously, Chet and Wemby are making headlines. Chet's rookie cards in last year's Prizm. So Tier 1 is Wemby just by himself. He's a standout at the top. Then Tier 2 is Brandon Miller, Jaime, and Derek Lively. And then Tier 3 is when we're starting to get a stretch. Well, I was trying to round out 10 guys that have really shown us something thus far. Hawkins has been good. Brandon, I don't even know how to say his last name. B-Pod. He's been all right, stepping in for the Warriors off the bench. Keontae George looks okay. And then I put the top guys, Scoot, Messier, and Amin Thompson, in this bottom tier where it's like they've shown flashes. So if you squint hard and stand on your head, you could see them being a thing. But just in general, this rookie class, while having probably the best prospect we've seen since LeBron, apart from Wemby at the very top, it's not a very deep class. We also updated our top 10 Patrick Mahomes rookie cards to invest in prior to the Super Bowl. I made this video counting down top Patrick Mahomes, so I don't want to spend too much time on it. I do want to respond to a comment, though, I got that said, hey, if Patrick Mahomes loses in the Super Bowl, his cards are going to drop by half. I think that was just your standard Chiefs or Patrick Mahomes hater who said that. That has actually never happened ever. I think his cards have plateaued so that there's a pretty high floor on his cards. But my response to that comment, although I didn't actually post it on YouTube, is that if he wins the Super Bowl, as crazy as it sounds, we might not ever see his cards this affordable again. He'll be ahead of Brady's pace. So while their cards are already super duper expensive if you're buying Patrick Mahomes, it still could be the best opportunity to buy that we ever see, just depending on how Sunday's outcome shakes out. We also have a couple of cool historical pieces that came out. Mike really crushes these historical pieces. I always learn stuff because I'm not, for one, a vintage baseball guy, and I also was not around in 1956. But talking about this Yogi Berra card and how not only was he a great baseball player, but he was kind of an American icon for his wit, charm, and personality. And this story is dedicated to his 1956 Topps card and what makes it significant, the different variations, and the fun story behind the card. I don't want to ruin all of it, but give it a read and check it out. I don't think if you're a sports card historian, you're going to have some fun there. And the other historical piece was the Negro Leagues and Negro League baseball cards. This one's also really cool. I knew hardly anything about this. Obviously, Jackie Robinson gets a lot of coverage, but there's a lot of other names and events that took place here that I had no idea about. So this was an eye-opening piece to me, and just how crazy far the league has come, the MLB has come over the last 100 years. A really great piece. Give it a read. You'll learn something, I guarantee it. And then finally, we did a couple preview articles. Topps Luminaries coming with a single card per box. It is going to be encased. It's kind of like when Panini did the BGS slabs in each box, and then it was suddenly just encased, and it was a whole thing. But These boxes are selling for $400 to $475, so you better hit a really nice card. And you're not guaranteed a rookie, you're not guaranteed necessarily anything, but it's hopefully going to be something pretty high end. There's everything from these like 10-piece autographs to these nice one-of-ones, rookies, autographs. There's a lot of potential here. It's the ultimate dice roll because you get one card. Again, I want to emphasize, one card. In terms of a long-term investment, if you're buying this to keep it sealed, I'd say, don't necessarily waste your time and money, because at the $475 high-end comp, nothing from the last couple of years have been selling for that much. This is a fairly new product based on recent sales. If you have a ton of disposable income you don't mind throwing in the trash can, this could be a product for you. I sure it sells copy for Topps. And then finally, speaking of super high end, you get Flawless 2022-23 basketball. This is one that I've been talking about in our monthly preview forever. It's finally slated to come out. It has a release date, March 1st. It's a $10,000 box with 10 cards. You get 8 on-card autographs and then a couple other cards, memorabilia. Not all the cards. Some of the cards have diamonds embedded in them. Even the base autographs have diamonds in them. Here's the base cards. It's an insanely high-end product. It's not a good long-term investment because the resale market is so small. Nobody has money to throw at a $10,000 briefcase of cards. When I say briefcase, it literally comes in a briefcase. So it's nice window shopping. These cards are crazy cool looking, crazy expensive. It's such a way out there brand and price that I'm surprised it's made it 10 years. This is the 10-year anniversary, I think. 2012-13 was the first set, if my memory serves correctly, so we're 10 years in and it's still going strong. I just don't see these cards reselling for much more than these insanely expensive boxes are ever costing. You would think Panini could just shelve Flawless and just push National Treasures, but there's still, National Treasures is just half the price of Flawless. And then finally, as always, we like to give one of our subscribers a box of cards. So today it's going to be More Like Danny, who subscribed January 8th. So Danny, welcome aboard. I'm going to comment on Scenic Route. So I commented here, hey man, we picked you to win a box of cards. Watch our video tomorrow and let me know by Friday. Danny, when you see this, all you need to do is just email me, just@cardlines.com, and send me your shipping address, and I will send you a box of cards. Please be Danny. If you can send like a screenshot of your YouTube dashboard, that would be awesome. I've had a few people just trying to pretend to be other people just so they get a $30 blaster box of cards. Crazy, but that's where we're at. Thank you all for watching. We will have a Super Bowl champion by the next time I post a weekly recap. I will see y'all then.